Hi, my name is Nick Gay. I am a sophomore here at Canisius College, and I am the co-chair of the Sustainability Committee as a part of the Undergraduate Student Association. Obviously, when you talk about fossil fuels and cars and the car culture that we live in, air pollution is probably the main problem with that, of course.
So the pollutants emitted by vehicles are some of the leading issues in global warming right now. About 80% of all warming is due to carbon emissions from vehicles.
As you could tell, and you probably hear in the news, there's a lot of climate change happening. The polar ice caps are depleting faster than any before seen rates in history.
Each year there's about 1.9 billion pounds of carbon emissions thrown into the atmosphere, and that is largely due to transportation, which is now 80% of the problem. And what gas-powered vehicles end up doing is they're, because SUVs are so popular now because of the fall in gas prices, it's actually emitting more and more carbon emissions into the atmosphere.
Welcome to my Tesla Model X. So this is a Tesla. Very energy efficient. It does not run on gas. So as you can tell, we have no noise right now as we're driving. It's very smooth. Takes the corners really well. Oh yeah, there's zero carbon emissions, so it's very good for the environment. So right here, this button, if you click it on, it will turn it off. So if you're at a light and you're sitting there, it will idle the engine. So there's like no movement and the steering wheel gets all locked because of the power steering. Well, they're important because of the zero emissions they give out. So this car is a very small solution to the big problem, and that's what the Teslas are trying to also do, is give out zero emissions, which reduces climate change and helps the environment overall.
So what companies like Tesla and other electronic vehicle companies are doing is they're trying to get it so that the vehicles we use on the day-to-day basis do not emit anything to the atmosphere. So that 80% of our global warming that is due to transportation will now be severely depleted, which will be really good for the environment due to the use of electric vehicles.
So in terms of a solution, there's obviously a lot out there, but something that I kind of advocate for, if you will, is that America lives in this car culture where we, 2 or 3 cars per family, and it's this individualistic culture that we rely on that. So I kind of compare it to Europe, for instance, and how they have mass transit and public transportation, and that's something I think that America could certainly shift to, and I think that would create a little bit less of a reliance on oil and then subsequently the air pollution. So something that we do here at Canisius, and a part of my committee, is that we're associated with a company called Ready Bikes here in Buffalo. It's a bike sharing company that we obviously are a part of. And so we have a few racks on campus, and what that is, so it's like I said, it's a bike sharing company, and students have a membership in which they can use those bikes to ride around the city. I think any little effort certainly helps, and I think a part of what we're doing with Ready Bikes is trying to make them a little bit more sustainable.